Sorry.
Oh shit, we didn't heal either.
Nope.
Kenny, you about to
It
die.
won't let me open the crate since waiting on team.
All right, y'all are live.
Who the fuck am I? Oh, we still same
Oh, we
people.
are live. Welcome back to another Wednesday evening, live on Facebook and YouTube. You know what that means? It's time for another episode of your favorite show from your favorite channel, The Get Down. I, of course, am your host, The Hammer.
And your boy Snake.
You Tyler, you in the game yet?
I'm Miko
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to come out of that menu completely.
And we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna hop right into this. If you notice on your screen, we are live stream or Snake is live streaming. Back for Blood. It's definitely gonna be a subject of conversation because Snake and a couple of my friends of mine, E Fresh Plays, go check out his channel. Our buddy Kaiser. They're all online right now playing Back for Blood. If you have Xbox Live, you know, or if you have Xbox Game Pass, you know that it released day one on there. You can go play it.
What?
Shout out Game Pass. So that definitely is something that we're going to talk about. But we do have a couple of other subjects that we want to discuss. That were pretty important news throughout the day that kind of dropped. I'm gonna hop right into the Call of Duty news, the COD news. At least for PC. Now this is not a console thing, but we all know that with games, especially PC games, they're going to be heavy modders, that are doing things to the game. And modding itself is not that bad, but it begins to get bad whenever you have people that are cheating. Cheating is a thing, especially with COD. Like every time they release a game, people figure out ways to cheat. Whether they figure out a way to basically, make auto scoping even better or whatever they do, they find ways to cheat. Well, the guys over, Activision, they've pretty much had enough, and they've basically come out with a software. It's called Ricochet, and it's anti-cheat software
Look
for the PC. And basically, what this is supposed to do is basically it's supposed to catch these people doing this, and I'm assuming I'm gonna look at the article because this is fairly new. I just saw the headline pop up, and I knew I had to talk about it on the show. But basically, it's gonna try to keep cheaters out, because it's supposed to be a kernel software that goes on. It basically works basically in everybody's computer when they download the game, whether it be Steam or from Steam, or if you just buy it or what have you. It's supposed to be kernel software that's supposed to detect things that would cause cheating, or detect you if you try to cheat or try to upload something that's going to help, it's going to help you in the game in an unfair way. There's a lot of people with PC that are worried because of the whole security thing, which is understandable to a certain extent. Because that can be kind of like a security thing. You might have a breach trying to do this and cause more headache, trying to stop the cheating. But then if you affect their security settings and then somebody hacks into their computer, steals personal information, credit card information, it can be a bad thing. We have people out there that do really messed up stuff to each other. So, people are concerned about it from that, in that regard. But I think, the idea of it is, I think they're open to the idea of it for the most part, just because people that want to play a fair game of Call of Duty, if you just play and get beat, you just play and get beat like that. You're gonna play the game. You're not gonna win every round. You might have a fantastic round, but the rest of your team is kind of garbage that round, and hey, you just lose. And you can handle that. But whenever you get in the game and obviously, man, if you ever see anybody on PC, you can tell when there's somebody that's cheating. Like, you just know. I mean, his PC is already a bunch of people with mouse and keyboard anyway, so a lot of the aiming is already quicker and more sharp and more precise because it's a mouse. It's not using your thumbs and a controller. But you can still tell when somebody's cheating. Like, it's ridiculous. Somebody's got auto aim, and they're basically they're able to turn the corner, and bullets are dang near curving around the corner as they turn and start to shoot a person that's over there. That's obviously a mod. That's obviously cheating. personally,
Shit.
I don't play COD on PC, but
I'm over here.
I'm kind of glad for Activision taking that stand
Yeah, I see.
because it definitely is something that's needed.
Oh, it's a
And
boss. Okay.
Yeah.
you know, in the interest of fairness and keeping the game fun and letting everybody enjoy it and progress at their own pace, I think it's something that's necessary. Now, like again, I do understand the concerns with as far as security. I get that because you're downloading something on your computer and outside of the game itself, and with it being a kernel file, it can be hacked. I get that part, but personally, I think as long as it doesn't turn into a situation where people are able to get in and get personal information and stuff like that, I think it's going to be a better thing for Call of Duty. I think it's going to help improve the gameplay. I think more people will enjoy it, at least from the PC side of it. Console, we don't really have to worry about that part too much. I mean, you get some people that figure out ways to do stuff, but it's nowhere near as bad as like on PC. Like PC is terrible. Like I've seen some interesting things. So let me go give me his opinion on it because I know you gotta have a little bit of an opinion on it, leave it just a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
So
How did I die?
the thing about it is that I don't think they should be worried about the kernel file too much. Because my thing about it is that nowadays even with mobile phones and stuff, first off, hackers, they really want to get you there. Apparently they can get you just about anywhere. People, technically, I mean, I know that's not the best news, but technically, if they really wanted to get you, if they're a really good hacker. But most really good hackers really shouldn't have time to be trying to chase out the one or a couple of people on COD. Honestly, that's just my opinion on it. But now back to the kernel file in general. If you have a decent, antivirus software, and you download this thing, right at the jump, the antivirus, and y'all know this, the antivirus software would say, hey, something's up, something's wrong with this file, just in case some kind of hacker or somebody put something in the file when you were trying to download it. So then your antivirus technically should stop it, and then you can call COD, I don't know, text them, email them and say, hey, something's wrong with the initial when I tried to download. And then they'll either tell you that, hey, it might be coming from your end, or if it's something on their end, they can fix it and send out another download. But I don't think it's something that people should be worried about. I think the people who are probably more so worried about are probably the ones who want to mod in the first place. It's like, listen, just don't mod for this particular game or this particular in multiplayer, mod for something else, mod on free play if they have that or something. I don't know. But I mean, necessarily, like I said, I don't think they should necessarily worry about that because it's trying to help cheaters. And then another thing is, if that's a big concern, then do the community have a different idea? Because we've tried everything else. We tried banning them, and then somehow people, they get other accounts, get back on. Maybe we should use Ricochet as a way to, once you get caught cheating, then then what happens is that your IP address, email, your name, and certain names that may be associated with you or whatever. I know that's a lot of information. It's like, oh wait, that's a security risk. Well, technically you're hacking and cheating, so technically you're a security risk yourself. So you could be bringing a virus in by hacking and modding in the first place. So if you get caught cheating, then all the information, technically, I guess they can have like a waiver or something you can sign when you download the game, not the kernel file. This is my idea. And then you log in, and if you get caught cheating, then since you sign that thing, it says that your information is now going to go to whoever, and then that means from that point on, whenever you try to log back in, even if it's with a new computer or new whatever, they will have your information. And then the only way you can log in is now you have to get that kernel file. So now that means if you get hacked, that's on you because you started it. So I don't know. Maybe that's a better idea. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I'm just, but I think it's a good idea though, the fact that they're trying, because they've been trying from the jump. They've put all the cheaters in one game, They
Yeah,
tried to ban people, and and I think a lot of it's works. So I think now they're just trying to do some preventative measures. So I'm down with it. If it works out, I'm down with it. Let's keep everybody having fun. Cause I mean, somebody always got to troll somebody, and somebody always got to do something. It's like, come on, y'all. Can y'all like go over there with all that, please? Like, why y'all bother me? I ain't do nothing.
I agree, man. I agree. I think it's for the better, and I'm kind of in your opinion though. I don't think they should worry about it too much. And they designed it. I'm pretty sure they thought about security issues while they were designing it. So it should. It's a win. And by the way, it's supposed to release with Call of Duty Vanguard when it releases, and it's going to also be utilized in Warzone at some point. So people that play Warzone that are on PC that are dealing with cheaters, and I know they exist in Warzone. I think there's some even on console personally, because me and Snake, when we used to play a lot, there were some things that we would see were like, yo, you ain't supposed to be able to do that. But, nevertheless, it's going to work on Warzone as well. And hopefully it works great. I hope the Ricochet software works 100% as intended. And just stamps out some of the cheaters. Kick them out. I personally feel like, kick them out. If they get caught more than twice, I think you just ban them from the game. And then they've wasted their money on the game, and now they've been banned from it because they had to come in and cheat. That's just me.
Hey, question. So you was talking about Vanguard. So I'm forgive me, everybody. I'm like so lost. I thought Vanguard was an expansion that was supposed to go with Warzone. So it's its own game? Is that what it is?
Yes, it's
I'm sorry, I'm so lost. I've been on Battlefield so much.
When I first heard of it, I thought it was just an expansion. And I guess you can kind of look at that, but I think it's selling it as its own thing.
Okay.
Call of Duty kind of in the past few years kind of just run together anyway.
You can blink.
And then after Warzone, there's so many different seasons of Warzone to where you get lost and you're like, where are we at? Like, what are we on? So but I think they're pushing it as its own game, separate from everything else. But it's supposed to release Warzone and I said that backwards. I apologize. It's going to release on Warzone first, and then it's going to release on Vanguard at a later date. So when Vanguard releases, it'll be a little bit, and then it'll come out for Vanguard, but it's going to release on Warzone first. I had those backwards. Correct. But either way, yes, stop cheaters. Play the game. Get good at the game. Maybe just not good at the game. It's okay. Play to have fun. Cheating sucks. Cheating makes it less fun for everybody. If you're terrible at the game, just play the game because have fun being terrible. That's what I do. I'm not good at it. I just play because I like to play it. So, anyway, moving on from one military shooter to another military shooter that we've talked about on the show before. And we actually talked about it on Friday whenever we did the combination show with that guy Snake over there who's live streaming Left 4 Blood right now.
Combo!
Got a chance to download the game, download it. We're definitely going to talk about the game he's playing right after this subject here. But, so Battlefield. We all know the beta's been out and, there's been a lot of reviews, not a lot of negativity. Definitely some things they would like to be fixed, but not a lot of negativity. And, one complaint about the game, and before I get to the main one that's interesting, one complaint about the game that I heard that I cannot believe there are people actually saying this. There are people that are complaining that the maps are too big and they can't find anybody. And I'm like, what? Who complained? First of all, you're playing Battlefield, okay? You expect the map to be absolutely like the game has jets, man, and helicopters and tanks. The map is going to be sizable anyway. Why would you think that the map would be anything less than ridiculous? Like I'm serious. Like especially now with the power of the next gen consoles, the way PCs have moved up. Why would you think that they would come out with a game and have smaller maps? It doesn't make sense. There was a small group of people that actually complained about that.
ass whooped by the Jets.
I think they need to maybe go play something else.
Do they not have the little what is that? The little radar or the north?
Well, yeah,
or
it
the
has radar.
northwest east? And how come? I
It
mean,
has
you should
radar,
have to find somebody.
and
Right?
then each marker, like when you play in Conquest, each point that you want to try to take is illuminated on the screen, in the direction that it is. It's not like you can't find your way across the map. But they were saying that the map was so big that they didn't really find anybody to interact with, and I'm like,
That's right. We unlocked those new characters. Let's see what they do.
y'all were playing
How
on
long were you
PC.
playing?
Well, and they're playing on PC. It's like 164 players or whatever it is. Like, what? How did you not run into? Like they were saying, they didn't run into anybody. They said they ran into maybe 12 people the entire game, and I'm like, how? There's jets and tanks and ATVs and like armored vehicles everywhere. Where were you at that you didn't run into anybody? Like, bruh, like, what you had to be just hiding in a bunker somewhere, just looking out a window, waiting for people to come by. Like, that doesn't even make sense. You definitely weren't sitting at an objective, because I guarantee you, if you sit there and try to camp an objective, somebody eventually is going to try to take it, and you're going to get in a gunfight. I guarantee you. And you better hope they don't roll up with like a tank, because unless you got something, anti-tank, you're done. But that's beside the point.
Supply line.
It was one of the small, like, actual complaints that there was a small group of people that made it that the maps were too big, and it made it difficult to have fun with actual firefights. And I'm like, okay, I feel like you're nitpicking, and I feel like it's a weird nitpick. You people must have never played Battlefield ever, because if you have, the maps are absolutely humongous. They're almost stupid. Like they're borderline ridiculously big. I'll say that, but it's fun because you can make it across the map. It's not impossible. You can make it across the map. You just got to know how, and you can't just run down the middle of the map with a gun like, "Hey, I'm here." Yeah, no, they don't work like that. Just like in real life, you're in the middle of a battlefield, like you're fighting against people. If you're running around in the open in the middle of a field and there's gunfire and crap, then I'm just guarantee you somebody's gonna shoot you if they're on the they're on the opposing side. But besides the point, there was that. Everybody loved the gameplay, the gunplay, and the movement. They said that's fantastic. But the main real complaint, and when I read about this, I was kind of about it too. Like, I was excited about it because it was a new element to the game, but then seeing how it works, like reading about how it actually worked and what it eliminated, I don't know how much I would actually like it. And I think there's been enough complaints about it. Well, I know there's been enough complaints about it now, because there's now a poll that is out for people that have played the beta, and a couple of the questions, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 questions that are on there are about the specialists in the game. The specialists,
like shit that people are talking about is going just like, damn, man, this fucking
is everybody's issue with the specialists. It's not that they're in the game, because it does add it's a different element to Battlefield. Like, it's new. You hadn't had anything really like that. The issue is they added the specialist, and in adding the specialist, they removed the class system. So, before you had an assault class, a medic class, you had a demolitionist class, or like he was either a demolitionist or he was kind of like a pack mule because he carried lots of ammo. The same person. You had a repair guy or a anti-vehicle guy. Either one, because you carry a repair tool or you carry anti-air, anti-tank stuff. Then you have a recon guy or just a pure sniper. And now that they've added the specialist, they've pretty much taken those classes away, and now everybody can carry a repair tool. Anybody can revive. Anybody can carry an ammo box. Like, there's no specific things for different classes anymore.
Bad guy with a fucking
Like,
Well,
it's
that's not.
yeah, and like
motherfucker had a
I take issue with it just because I used to. I mean, that was like one of the core things of Battlefield I liked. Like, you know, if I was a recon guy, if I wasn't going to be a sniper, but I was going to be recon, I knew I had the tools for a recon person, meaning I had drones that would like be I could fly in the air and mark people. I had a drone I could set up that basically swept the area and it marked people. And then I knew I had the ability to, you know, most of the stuff that I had was for recon. Like, that's what it was. I could carry, you know, certain type of like designated marksman rifle or like a, you know, a submachine gun, something like that. For mild conflict, I didn't run into just running the conflict. I was a recon guy. Like, that's what I did. I knew if I was a sniper, I'm gonna hang my ass back here because I'm gonna get messed up if I try to just run out here and fight with everybody else. You know, if I was a medic, I knew that my job, you know, I was an infantryman and I could fight and I could shoot, but I also was support for my character, for my teammates, because if they went down, you know, I could come over and use paddles, you know, rub the paddles together, they get up, they go. Or if I see them low on health, they could holler at me, hey, you know, need health, and I could throw it down, throw a health pack down, they get it, heal themselves, keep going. Now, they even said that now with the specialists, they don't even have a way of, you don't have a way of like communicating unless you're in the same party or like right there. If you're not, they said they didn't see a way for you to make the characters communicate to each other. Before, you know, if I was playing, let's say, you know, Snake went online, but I was playing and I was on a random team, I could make my character, I could like if I had a teammate or a squad mate with me right there, I could turn to him, I could hit a certain button, it was like the select button, and it would highlight him, and then I could ask for like ammo. If he was an ammo person, I'd be like, hey, I need ammo. It would say it out loud. And it would flash because it let me know he heard me, and then he would drop ammo, and I could get it. It was a way to communicate without actually being on a headset.
Yeah.
Now
that needs to be fixed. Yeah.
Yeah. So this complaint I get, and there's been a lot of it. And apparently they put out a poll now or a questionnaire, however you want to call it. And apparently there's, you know, 2 or 3 questions in there that involve the specialist. So potentially they might, I don't think they're going to get rid of the specialist, but I do think they're going to have to figure out a way to try to reincorporate or try to incorporate the classes back in the game. Because there's a lot of people that, like I said, like myself, I liked having classes. I would like build my classes how I wanted to play. You know, if I wanted to be a repair guy, repair vehicles, I had a repair tool on that guy. And, you know, I knew that was going to be my primary job. Yes, I got kills, I moved, but I tried to stay around vehicles, you know, especially if we're trying to make a push with a tank. I'm going to be within running distance of this tank, to where if I see it starting to get hurt, or if the guy starts hollering at me, hey man, my tank, you know, if I see it smoking, I can get over there, make the repairs so we can keep pushing with the tank. I need that element. That part of Battlefield made it even more strategic. Like when you had a squad, it made sense for everybody to be something different in order to make the squad be able to move to help benefit the entire team that you were on.
Yeah.
So
see what I thought they were doing, which is I'm shocked that they're not. I thought they was going to keep the class system, and then they was just adding some extra classes. Like the specialist was supposed to be like whatever, you know, those like the one who does the glider, or the one who does these new class type things, that because, you know, in actual real life war overseas and, you know, and all the stuff like that, even in like, you know, SWAT team and stuff like that, they have people who do weird or new things that we haven't even seen or we heard of. Like, oh, that's cool, that's tight, I didn't even know. So I thought that's what the specialists were for, to where they adding these new types of classes that you can add to the classes that were already there. So it's like you can go in as a recon, you can go in as a medic, and then you can go in as a specialist. And then that's what I thought they were doing, but I guess not, which is weird. And I get the you can revive anyone type thing, but the medic still should have more capabilities as a person to revive. So let's say you can only a regular person like just like in a war, you might carry a little bit of medical stuff, so and some band-aids and maybe something to maybe extract a bullet or so. So if somebody in real life gets shot or whatever, you could probably maybe extract a bullet, maybe put a band-aid around them, some tape around them, whatever, probably just to keep them going. But you're no medic, so you can't like put anesthesia and all this stuff like that, but you can keep them going for a little while. So I can understand if that's what they were doing, that's cool. Give me little stuff like that, but you still need a medic to do like the major, because if I'm like on almost zero health and I'm like, this is it, I'm going to be perma-dead, then that's when the medic needs to come in, because no regular person is able to revive me. And the same thing with an ammo box. I get the ammo box because it makes you carry a lot more ammo, but still make it, like strategically to each person. Like a sniper can carry more ammo, but only for those sniper rifles and that little gun that he got, not like AK-47s and all that kind of stuff like that. So I don't know. I like the idea, but it still should keep the class system. You can add the ammo box and stuff like that, but make it to that particular gun or things that they carry. Then when they run out, then they still got to ask the ammo guy, because you only can carry, so much. Like you got your pistol, then you got your two or three. Maybe you got a backpack on, so maybe you can carry 4 cases of, not cases, but can't even think. 4 or 5 clips. Dang it, there it is. And then after you run out of those clips, then you got to get the ammo guy. He probably has like a giant backpack or a case, and he can open it up and just, I don't know. But that's they should bring the class system back and add to it, not take away. Taking away just it doesn't make sense. I don't. You would think 2021, more modern technology. You got Xbox. You got the Xbox Series X. Better graphics. So add, not we're gonna take away. Plus, you don't want to seem like Call of Duty. Nothing towards Call of Duty, just that you don't want to be seeming like a Call of Duty clone. That's what's gonna happen after a while. It's another Call of Duty clone. If I want a Call of Duty, I just buy Call of Duty. I want to play Battlefield, and so I don't know. It's just that's weird. I don't get that. That's weird.
It's very, very strange. And something else, you brought up the ammo, and that was another thing that probably there was a second complaint, because there genuinely was not very many complaints. Like most everybody, like I watched a few videos, I read some reviews, most everybody was really pleased with the game. Like, there were some nitpicks here and there. They talk about some graphical things, but it's beta, and they always emphasize that. They were like, we understand this is beta. We're just saying that this was in the beta, this was messed up. But something else that was brought up is with ammo. They're trying a new way of doing ammo too. Like you have different types of ammo, and you can only carry so many. Like you have a certain amount of ammo you can carry, and in that you have to break it up into different types of ammo for the gun. So they have like different types of rounds for, like, let's say you got an M4. They might have 3 different types of rounds for that M4 that do different things. And you have to break up, okay, how do I want this? Do I want something that's a little better long range? Do I want more stuff that's better long range? Or do I want to, am I going to be kind of close up? So I want something a little more thumped and they don't have to go that far. That aspect I think is cool. I just don't, I'm wondering how that works while you're playing, because I would assume you would have to know how many clips of each of those you have left, and then you got to try to switch to the right clip to put in the gun. If you're in a firefight, that could be like really bad. If you have to,
if they, I would say it would have to be on your hood. Like when you're scrolling through whatever button, I don't know the buttons, but whatever button it is, whatever where you can, like, the little hood at the very bottom of. I'm on this side. On the very bottom of the screen, like right there, or on this side, whatever side, I don't know what side y'all can see me on. But it's on the very bottom of the screen on that side or on that side. But and then you press the little button and it rotates through the little thing, and you're like, if it's like that, then maybe, But if it's like you gotta pause the screen and you gotta go through all this, it can be.
Yeah.
I can see that being a big issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then too, you know, it could be a way that because they did say they want people to start thinking about, you know, the benefit of pulling a sidearm when you run out of weapons, when you run out of ammo in your primary, instead of like just instantly thinking, oh, I got to reload. It takes longer because it is quicker. Like, and that's a Call of Duty thing too. It is quicker to pull your sidearm and continue to shoot whenever you run out of bullets. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. It is a known fact that sometimes it's just easier to pull out a sidearm, you know, pull a pistol out and shoot, even if you're just shooting to buy yourself some time or get somebody away from you, or, you know, a lot of times you've shot a person enough times where they're almost dead, but you run out of ammo. So instead of like stopping, giving them a chance to figure out a way to heal themselves or to get away, you just sidearm, pow, pow, pow. Okay, he's dead. Now I can just reload everything because dude is dead. I'm good. Reload. Okay, I can move on. So that could have been what they were kind of pushing for it too. Like, hey, realism, if you were to run out, you don't have time unless you have really good cover and they're not making a push towards you. You don't have time to sit there and, oh, I'm going to switch clips and do this and put this there and do this. You don't have time. So it makes sense in that regard. That's a sense of realism. So I get that. I just think, I'm just curious how you have to go about switching to the different types of ammo. If it takes too long, they need to fix it. I just I don't see it being feasible. But, you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Like I said, all of this was beta, and like I said, there wasn't an abundance of complaints, and that's to me a victory in itself. Because a lot of times beta hits, and it's just like a list of complaints a mile long.
Yeah.
This time, you know, most everybody was pleased with it. They were having fun, you know, and some of the stuff they did complain about that I didn't even mention. They, you know, they paraphrased that with the fact that yes, it's the beta, so we're not that concerned with it. We just told the devs, hey, it was doing this. More than likely, they're gonna fix that. It is a beta build, so we expect that to be in there. The only things they really harped on were things that kind of hindering the game in a sense, you know.
Right.
And taking away some of the fun aspects of traditional Battlefield. So kudos to them for that. I hope, you know, everything works out for EA. I hope it release. You know, it's just, you know, I hope they fix the few things they need to fix. Get the class system right. And release the game because, you know, bugs weren't, and bugs were not a complaint like that. They were like, people were saying like this is like the least buggy release ever. Like, if there were bugs, they're very, very, very minimal. Very minimal. So I was like, cool, y'all put something out and it worked. That is in your advantage. That is a plus. Most of
if it ain't, what is it? If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah,
so I mean, they got the formula right for the most part. So
yep.
I mean that same code. Put it over here.
Everything else, don't touch it. Just tweak them couple things that you need to tweak as far as class system and a few other things, and then the rest of it, don't touch it. That's my opinion. Now, moving on to the main event, I guess, the creme de la creme that you are watching on your screen right now. Shout out to my brother; he's in the stream on Facebook. He hollered at me. Appreciate you tuning in. So, like I said, if you're watching, you see we are streaming, or Snake is streaming, Back 4 Blood, and this game just released like a couple days ago. Was it yesterday? Snake, yesterday released.
Ah, bitch, you got me.
Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. Because I'm pretty sure Kaiser and them started playing it. It released yesterday. Straight to Game Pass. There's a plug right there. You need to start getting paid. As getting there, you need to start getting paid for plugs. I'm just saying, I need financial backing for plugging Game Pass. Thank you very much. No, I love Game Pass, and I'm glad it's a thing. But another game that seems to be a hit, hitting Game Pass day one, like $60 game on your subscription right now.
I see it.
Snake is streaming it right now, and for the little bit that I've seen, you know, I got it up right here where I can see, you know, on the screen, you know.
The bitch that choked me early.
The little bit I've seen, you know, if you've played, I almost say that if you played Left 4 Dead, you know that the same creators from Left 4 Dead have made Back 4 Blood. I thought, I asked our buddy E Fresh Plays again. Check out his page, his YouTube channel, and I asked my buddy Kaiser. They were playing earlier before Snake even got on. I was asking them how they were enjoying it, and they said they like it. Kaiser's thing was he's like, man, it's Left 4 Dead. He said there's he said there's not a lot to think about. He's like, there's lots of guns and not a lot of having to do stuff. Just shoot things and destroy stuff. That is 100% Kaiser. Like that fits him.
Oh, cool.
He likes things that are simple and fun. So it worked out for him. I did hear E say that
I think I can use his tool.
I guess there's a stamina system. Is that correct, Snake? Is there a stamina system in the game now?
That should keep it from spawning a horde.
Yeah.
Okay. So he said there's a stamina system, and I think he's trying to adjust to it a little bit because they were in the middle of a conflict earlier before we started the stream, and I heard him, hollering like, "Oh crap, my stamina!" So I guess that's a feature in the game now that you have to actually think about while you're running around, running from stuff, shooting things. But like I said, if you're looking right now, we're streaming the game. I'm going to actually download the game tonight. That way I can start playing possibly tomorrow or Friday. Because I do want to hop on. And I'm looking at some of these images, and it looks like some crazy stuff.
I can't use
Snake, have you messed with the card system yet that they have? Have you earned any cards or anything?
Yeah, but it's still confusing.
Yeah, and I was wondering about that because even when I was watching, beta play and watching when they were describing the whole card system, it felt weird. But it's supposed to make the replay value of the game like really, really, really good. Like it's supposed to make it where you get different cards and different things happen, so it's not as repetitive. You're not, it's not a way for you to just be like, oh, they're gonna come from here because I know they're gonna come here because I've done it 20 times. Oh, they're gonna do this. And and then it adds different aspects. You might, have reduced health, or they might, it might take twice as many bullets to kill the zombie that you normally kill before. It didn't take that much. It's different things that it adds different elements to. So I thought that was cool.
My God.
From what I can see, like everything seems pretty smooth. I'm watching, and the movement and the gun action and everything else. And this is over a stream. I mean, it looks really, really, really smooth. Again, I'm not playing it. This is Snake playing it, but I don't see anything just atrocious about the movement or the gunplay. I mean, I know he's getting
don't they have like a class system now, or did they already have a class system in Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood?
It's been a long time since I played even Left 4 Dead. I think that's something that's kind of new to this game. Because
I saw on the trailer. I know they were saying something about that. Speaking of classes, by the way, we just talked about that before. So.
And then and some of the characters on there had different little aspects that that were cool that they did. In the trailer. I remember the trailer. That's what kind of sold me on the game. I was like, holy crap, that is neat. A lot of the stuff that was going on. So
that's how them niggas drag you away.
It was a cool deal. But
all right.
Yeah, I mean. It seems like they enjoyed it so far. I haven't heard a whole lot of complaints yet on this one. See now he's doing the choose your cards thing right now. I'm glad he's doing it right now. And it kind of gives you, kind of a preview of what you can expect. Like there's a stamina card, like an ammo card.
Quit, get rid of this fucking gun. I guess I don't have a choice.
I'm trying to see what else. That's a health card. What were those other two that you had up there? Snake. I didn't get to read those two. I saw the stamina. I saw the health. I saw I saw one other card, but I know there's a whole set of different cards that were there that you get to pick before you start off.
So it's like different loadouts, kind of, sort of. So between a stamina, I don't know, health, ammo, or whatever. I'm just to kind of throw it out there because I don't know. If you choose the right ones for that thing, then, for example, how E Fresh, go watch his YouTube channel, by the way, was saying that he was having, his stamina was low. If he chooses the right cards that helps right cards concerning stamina, I'm not sure if there are more than one per stamina, then his stamina technically won't go down as bad or at all. Technically, is that the idea? Kind of, sort of, that we're messing around with here for the
Well,
card
I mean,
system.
maybe it improves his stamina. Like if his character,
Yeah, something like
stamina
that.
is his
Yeah.
worst attribute, then he puts like the stamina card on. Maybe it helps boost it. Like that was the way I took it whenever I was looking at that. I
Okay.
mean, when I was watching the preview.
And that sucks. I can't get
But
rid
I'm
of
looking
my
at the
fucking
weapon
pistol.
selection too. I'm looking at them going to these cases, and there seems to be a fairly healthy amount of different weapons. I mean, there's
You can't get rid of your
shotguns
pistol
and
unless you pick
automatic
up your
rifles,
sidearms.
SMGs.
Sidearms,
Is he holding
and melee
That's a
weapons.
sniper rifle with a silencer on it, or is that a assault? No, it's assault rifle. It just had that big old silencer on the end of it.
And pistols, of course.
But it's got its fair share of different weapons. I like the variety. I mean, that's that was called a ranch rifle. I think that's cool.
All right, I'm good. Let's
Um,
go. You ready?
I'm assuming the characters are customizable. Do you get to
Right,
customize
let's
your
go.
character that you use, or are they all preset?
Pretty much, it's kind of preset.
Preset. Okay. So yeah, preset characters, and like I said, the cards dictate your build as far as what you're adding, I guess, to this character or to the gameplay that you're doing. And you run out there, and I mean, you have objectives, but you're still shooting zombies. I mean, hey, play Left 4 Dead. That's what you did. You shot a lot of zombies. You shot
Is
a
it
lot of zombies.
does the way that you go about shooting the zombies, does that change up? Like if you decide to be stealthy or you just run and gun, does it change up like the end result? Like, oh, I've run and gun the whole way, and I got these achievements, but now I'm stealthy, and now I get these achievements, or I was able to find a new path or a new door. I mean, I know I'm asking a lot. I haven't, but I'm not sure if you've seen the beta or anything like that. So I thought I'd ask.
And I didn't get to see a whole lot of it, but I did. What is that? Holy crap! He's got a giant club for an arm. What in the shit? Run, snake, run! That was huge. Whatever that was. That there's another one. Are you seeing this, Mingo? You see that?
No, I don't have the stream on. Sorry.
Oh, it is ridiculous. Like there's this huge.
If I'm right, it's that thing I saw in the trailer. It's that's why I was asking that, because I know they were saying that they're gonna have a lot more different enemy types, and based from what I was catching, the trailer was not very like open about what was going on, but the way that I took it was that based off what you do depends on how the enemies come at you. Like you might just get a whole bunch of single zombies, like basic zombies. You might get those. You might get something else depending on how you play or what cards you get in. All of those things kind of, I think, change up either the environment or that's the base. That's how I was getting there. That's the idea I think that they were trying to go for. That they were trying to use all of these elements to kind of change up everything, so it won't, like you said, so it won't be the same enemy types. So it won't be the same. Oh, I went down this path and do this. It'll just constantly change stuff up. And then question with the weapons, can you customize? Let's say I take a disc and a knife and I put it on a gun, and then I have a knife gun, or is that not in this game?
Have you ran into that yet?
I don't see what's in here. I don't know what that is. I haven't ran into that.
Okay. Yeah, he's still going through. He's kind of like, I'm looking at him now. He just they found a few more cases, and he's looking through to see what's left. I'm pretty sure E-Fresh and Kaz are kind of rummaged through that stuff first, and now he's going to look and see what's left. Snake actually found a case in the back of the truck. He found an axe. He found some ammo out there and a few other things. So it definitely it's definitely things to scavenge all around. It seems like there's more ammo right there. Yeah, he just found another crate up here and like toolkits for different stuff.
I already got one. I'll come back and
see, I'm wondering if the toolkits can be used to like break apart a weapon and put another piece of a weapon together. I wonder.
That's a good question. That is a good question.
Aiden, help thing in here.
But definitely does look like a lot of fun. Like from what I've seen right now, whatever that creature was absolutely, it was humongous. I don't know what. There was two of them, and one of them had like one club arm, and then the other one like both arms were clubs, and it was just
There's a purple stock.
yeah. There was a lot of bodies flying. Not even like regular humans. Like there was even zombie bodies flying. It was just taking out everything. Oh, there's another one. He's fighting it. Ooh, that's not good. Nah, he took it down though. He killed it. That's pretty dope. I like it. I'm excited.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm definitely excited. Like I said, I'm gonna be downloading it
Oh, you
tonight.
found another
Like
one?
before I go to bed, I'll
Nice.
go ahead and go in the Game Pass, tell it to download, let it do its thing, and then Thursday or Friday I'm on it because it does look like it's a lot of fun.
Kudos to the Left 4 Dead people for making Back 4 Blood on the Game Pass, because this is the type of game to where it could have been lost on the radar. You know, a lot of people probably be like, I'll play it later. It ain't gonna be that good. The last one was okay, but since they put it on Game Pass, and it's like, and then they did a good job promoting it with the trailer. I will say that in the beta, a lot of people are like, you know what, it's on Game Pass day one. You know what, let's give it a shot, and it seems like it's a hit. So good job there.
Hold on.
Good job.
There's a
Ooh, see, that's the difference between me and Snake right there. He likes to be fast. He likes to be quicker. I'm looking at that M249 like, yeah, give me that. Lots of bullets.
Yeah, lots of bullets and run out of bullets. Fast.
Yeah, that's true. You do run out.
Where is it?
You do run out. But you gotta know how. You gotta know how to, burst fire, bro. Burst fire.
Headshot.
You keep plenty of ammo if you burst fire.
I hear that.
But
I hear that.
that's about all I got. I just wanted to, give a shout out to the game. I know he had it. I figured, hey, this is a good time to stream this. We can talk about it. I'm sitting here looking at it on my phone while we're on the stream here. And, I wanted, give the viewers a chance to, if they haven't, if they were on the fence about it, give you a chance to kind of see some gameplay, see what, you're in for. Definitely something that's fun to play with, your friends. You get your friends together, y'all all get on and play it. I don't know how good it'll be necessarily by yourself or with people you don't know. You just, you have to see. But shout out again, eFresh Plays, check out his channel. My boy Kaiser and Snake for playing on the game, giving us a little, good footage to stream of a really good game, brand new game. It's only been out for a day, not even a whole day. Well, getting close to a whole day because I think it released at like 11:30 last night. So, day one game here on the Get Down. You got to see it right here. Day one. Got to watch some gameplay footage. And if you haven't already, make sure
There's a safe house right here.
subscribe. Make sure you comment, hit the like button, share, Facebook, share, leave comments on Facebook as well. We love to talk. If you get a chance, if you have any questions about anything we talk about, leave them in the comment section. We'll definitely answer them the best way we can. Like I said, Chalk on the show, man. We like talking. That's how we interact with people while we're doing this. So definitely, if you have something to say or you got something to comment about,
And don't get all, discombobulated just because we're having a stream. Just because you see the stream and you see the game and you're like, well, I want to talk, but I don't know if I'm going to mess them up because they're playing the game. What if I interrupt? Still talk to us. But right here, you can ask questions about the game. Snake can answer questions as he's playing the game. But you won't know unless you try. So, talk to us, people.
Looking in the comments, my brother was like, whenever I asked, what is that? And my brother was like, I guess he saw that dude hop out. He's like, dude, it's Nemesis. I'm like, yeah, it kind of reminded me of Nemesis a little bit. Just a little bit. I can see that. It was a little bit. But that's all we got today. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, and we will see you back here possibly Friday. I think on Friday.
Towards the beginning?
Nerdmation. Good stuff. And then I always have stuff. And then, of course, make sure you tune in on Mondays for my man Mingo D. He's always got the lowdown on your streaming services and your movies and your TV shows and anything else you need to watch. But make sure you keep it locked right here on the channel Get Nerdy, and we will see you next time.